once produce have been made easy by the reduction of the fertilizer, what would happen is that there will be increase in production. Access to market has always been a problem for some of our farmers. I don't want to mention the tomato farmers, but I want to talk about the soybean, groundnut, millet, maize, and sometimes even cowpea. What is government going to do in order that when people produce, they will be able to get some money back into their pockets to salvage their economic situation?
Thank you, my brother. This question you have asked is so important, but I can say that it is a technical matter.
Okay.
I, as an individual, I'm a student of agric. I have studied agric from secondary school to trade. When I got to college, I did agric as my elective. I went to the university, I did agric. So I very much understand and appreciate your question. But you see, the issue of marketing is not because there is no market in Ghana. It is largely because we produce crops which do not meet the standard of the market.
Is it the international market or the
even local market?
Okay.
For instance, Guinness Ghana, they require a lot of sorghum, they require a lot of maize. There's a lot of maize and sorghum in Ghana, yet they import. They import because the maize that we produce and the sorghum that we produce, there are some technicalities in terms of handling them, the time you should harvest, how you the agronomic practices that should be carried out during the farming process. Most of our farmers don't observe those things, and they don't meet their standard, because if they buy and use it to produce Guinness, Malta Guinness or whatever,
It will be substandard.
It will be substandard. So, and that is why government has as well at the moment employed 1,200 agric technicians who have been given some training, and they are going to work under the National Youth Employment so that they can assist farmers. They can do education on modern methods of farming, how farmers can observe good agronomic practices to ensure that they produce quality produce that meet the standard of our market. Because myself, I don't understand why we have a lot of maize in the system, yet some companies import maize from outside the country. The second thing is that the cost of production. Now, if you're a company, you are out there to make profit. So if they sell a bag of maize at 100 cedis in Ghana, and outside Ghana somewhere, if the cost at which you buy it and bringing it in, the cost will still be lesser than what is produced in Ghana, you are tempted to import so that you reduce cost of production. And that is one of the reasons why government has reduced the price of fertilizer, is going to supply seeds, so that farmers' cost of production can reduce and prices can also get to a point that these companies will be willing to buy.
Okay, I take you to the Wa market where women buy from all corners of the Upper West region to sell. We've done stories and they have spoken to us saying they need so and so. I heard you when you spoke at the Municipal Assembly Hall about what you're going to do to help, especially the young farmers, to be able to have a common place to sell. Because soon as their produce do not buy, and if the rains start, loading and offloading sometimes becomes a problem.
Yeah.
And then they suffer.
Cost.
Yes. So what will we do to mitigate their suffering?
If you listen to His Excellency the President at the inauguration of Planting for Food and Jobs,
yes,
I think he made a very bold statement of government determination to build warehouses in every district. And in fact, a warehouse with a capacity of 1,000 tons, that means a lot. So, I mean, this government is determined to do the right thing so that you have the right structures in place so that things will work well. As long as you don't have the right structures, things are not going to work. And if we have these kind of warehouses in every district, 1,000 tons capacity warehouse, then it means that farmers, even when there is excess produce, can store them there over a period of time so that when there is market, they can sell. The other thing you refer to, you know, as a developing country, as you go along, you restructure a lot of your policies, including the way you do your infrastructure. So if we do our markets in such a way that we don't make provision for certain crops, as to maybe if you look at how yam can be sold in the market cannot be the same as maize because they are not of the same category. So that was why I said that as Regional Coordinating Council, our duty is to coordinate all the activities of the various MMDAs in the region. So we are going to have a discussion with them, let them know, so that they will discuss with all the consultants that work with the various assemblies, so that when we are designing our markets, we take into consideration the concerns of our market women and farmers.
All right, we are taking a short break. When we return, Honorable, we'll be taking you into one factory. We want to know the factories that are also going to get in the Upper West region. When we return from this short break, that's where we'll be taking you. So stay tuned. Thank you.